have a question, right? How many of you guys remember the Hebrew Israelites? When I'm talking about the Hebrew Israelites, I'm not specifically talking about the people in the Bible per se. I mean, it's the same thing, hand in hand. But I'm specifically talking about the guys, the camps, the Hebrew Israelite camps that was in every major city. They're still in some of them are still in every major city. But there was a time when it was out there on a large scale, on a grand scale. Isn't it safe to say, with everything that's transpiring in America right now, that everything that they were preaching, everything that they were talking about on whether it be YouTube or if you ran into them on the street, isn't it safe to say that they were right?
Shalom. Call Halam La Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Haracha'a Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. It's the brother Zion coming at you with a quick lesson to feed the lambs to the Holy Spirit. Haracha'a Kodash, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Now, this video is surfacing amongst the brotherhood, and the crazy men were right, so to speak, right? Because the world looks at us like we are unlearned. The world looks at us like we are babes, okay? That's how the world looks at us. All right, matter of fact, we can go get that right quick. So let's go to Matthew chapter 11 and verse 25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent. Okay, see, the wise and prudent is going into these so-called scholars, all right, these so-called scientists, all right, these so-called educators, all right. See, they don't know about living a full day. They don't know about what it takes to obtain salvation, man. All right. That's why they're trying to, create their own so-called everlasting life with transhumanism by trying to transfer consciousness from body to body. And, they are trying to figure out how to live forever. But Yahweh Shema Shai isn't going to give them that technology because it ain't for them. The prophecies that have been hid from these so-called scholars, because a lot of them don't even understand the prophecies. The elite, they do hire, scholars, that are of Edomite descent, and they do study the prophecies and they do watch our videos too, because the elites is trying to offset prophecy, on the left hand side, but ultimately they're in a trick bag because they are operating like how Yahweh Shema Shah want them to operate. All right, but to get back on the subject, the keys to living a full day. All right, they don't have those keys, man. That has been hid from them and has revealed them onto babes. You see, the strangeness of our salvation. Yahweh Shema Shah give us a play-by-play on how the elect is going to be saved. Beamed up in UFOs. When you get to preaching that to the world, they are going to look at us like we're unlearned. They're going to look at us like a babe. because a child have a extensive imagination, you know, and they marvel at their own imagination with their thoughts, and you don't take that child serious. That's how the world is treating us, but we're really telling them the truth. This is what's gonna happen. Yahushua is not a white man. Yahushua is a so-called black man. And I said so-called because we are all derivatives of brown, man. But Yahushua is very, 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 very dark skinned, you know? All right. So all of the deep things of Yahweh Shemawashah, it has been hid from the wise and prudent and has been revealed unto babes, the insignificant of the earth, the poor, the lowly, the meek, you know? And that's just the best underdog story, man. Lord willing, we are part of that number. That's the best underdog story right there. The insignificant of the earth. The ones that was looked over, the last, is now going to become first. You see? That is when the tables turn, man. That is when justice is going to be served. When the last become first. You know? They looked at, matter of fact, let's get that. I think it was in Acts 4 and 13, right? Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua. You see, the prophets have always been told that we're unlearned and that we're ignorant and we're crazy. But the crazy men were right. The elder apostles have been saying before I was born that the MOTB is in fact the C hip. They were saying that before I was born. You know? So everything that the elder apostles have, you know, brought out is in fact the 100% truth. And us, we are continuing in those works, man. All right. This is how you know we are under the correct leadership. All right. We are telling the world that the descendants of slaves are going to be rulers and kings over the earth. People laugh at us because every time they have known the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they have only known us of being in chains. They have only known us of being on the bottom. So they laugh at us, they scoff at us, they think that we're unlearned. And we're lowly, we're meek. We're not trying to boast or nothing. We just telling you what Yahweh Shemawashah said. We're blowing the trumpet. You know? Exactly what Yahweh Shemawashah told us to do. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You know? And show the house of Jacob their sins. You know? Yahweh Shemawashah told us to eat the roll. And then now we got to teach the roll. The roll is the whole book. All right, from cover to cover. You know? Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make already. You see? And that's what we're doing, blowing the trumpet. That's why this, this Jake, you know, he knows that this truth, all right, is the truth. He knows that he's an Israelite, you know? You're going to have a lot more people, that are Israelites that get back into the fold, man. I don't know if he is a believer, but he knows that the truth is correct. He knows that the truth is 100% correct. They have blown the trumpet to even make already, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. And that's what we're doing. Blowing the trumpet, letting you know that Yahweh Shema Shai set his eyes on America to be destroyed, man. Which is Babylon the Great. The sins, all right, of this place, the sins of Babylon the Great, the sins of Esau, Edom, all right, it has reached onto the clouds. And Yahweh Shema Shai is 38 hot. And they ready to put fire on this place, man. Any day now. America is literally working and operating off borrowed time. This place is not even on a wing and a prayer. All right, this place is over. Like, it's done. There's no turning back. All right. This place is going to be Sodom and Gomorrah times a trillion, infinity. So you can't put a Band-Aid on Babylon the Great and try to continue to rebuild. This place is going to be completely desolate. And this is what we're letting you know. We are letting the people know that. So in what manner of persons ought ye to be is what we're telling Jake. But Jake doesn't hearken. They don't listen. They're not, they're not ready. They're not being prepared. Okay. So they're going to be in a state of perplexity, not knowing where to go, not having a way out, completely through. All right. There's going to be more pestilences. There's going to be more troubles, man. Okay. Perilous, which means imminent danger, which is going into savagery, being a savage. All right. We are literally in the beginning stages of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right. Ezra's 15, 16, and then it's going to jump back to 2nd Ezra's 13. That's the time we living in right now. So go into that time with the momentum for all of the believers, for all of the Israelites that have trimmed their lamps, for all of the Israelites that have paid attention and have studied and believe. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to make an example out of a lot of these Negroes out here. And we just pray and hope that we don't be taken by it. Jacob's trouble is not for the hopeful elect. Jacob's trouble is for the 2/3 and these heathen nations. It is for them to get their judgment. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give infinite honors, glories, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We're on the next one. Avaratazah. Shalom.